너와 나 우리의 여름밤 그 세 글자 네 눈에 떠올라 잠깐만 아니야 떠오른 그 말 오늘은 그 말을 하기 싫어 그 얘기 많이 해본 것 같아 고백은 조금씩 상하잖아 오늘은 나 좀 다르게 그 말 안 할게 사랑해
너와 나 사이에 선을 지울래 그러면 그 말도 필요 없는 걸 그 얘긴 많이 해본 것 같아 고백은 조금씩 상하잖아 오늘은 나 좀 다르게 그 말 안 할게 사랑해 그 말보다 더 느낄 수 있게 보여줄게 너 사랑해
Let's meet down at the lonely lake before summer has gone away. Swim out under a broken sky. Cold sun colored with shades of white. Wave goodbye to last summer. Cold air coming away soon. So let's lay under the falling moon. Tell me something about yourself. You've never told to no one else. say goodbye to lonely nights last summer. Say goodbye, say goodbye to lonely nights of last summer.
I didn't know what my heart was in for till you stepped into the room. And I didn't show, but I wanted to know everything I could about you. See, I was told the dreams were made to be believed in, so I put every single dream in you. But you set the bar so high above the sky, and you nailed it to the floor. 'Cause for some odd reason I'm done believing in this one thing I adore. What is loving anymore? And you came to me like a bird to the breeze, and we floated together for a while. But you had to go, now I carry the load to call in the wind and my smile. See, I was told the dreams were made to be believed in, so I put every single dream in you. But you set the bar so high above the sky, and you nailed it to the floor. 'Cause for some odd reason I'm done believing in this one thing I adored. What is loving anymore?
What is loving anymore? What is loving anymore?
But you set the bar so high above the sky, and you nailed it to the floor. 'Cause for some odd reason I'm done believing in this one thing I adored. What is love?